up. Turn my motherfucking headphones up. Hey, what's up? Break Free Academy Entourage. What's going on, everybody? It's your host here, Ryan Stuman, and the faithful Patrick Graves. What's up, Patrick?
Motherfucking P-Dizzle, what's up, big dog?
So
we good shit today.
Yeah, we're in some good stuff tonight for night school. For our Australians, it's early in the morning, so welcome to waking up to awesomeness. And anyway, we're going to go over the perfect Facebook post tonight. The things that we're going to cover is check the notes here, the hierarchy of posts. I'm going to show you an ad example of where all this comes into play. I'll explain here shortly. I'm going to show you a few places where you can get photos from and how I go about selecting what photos for what. We're going to show you how to go to lead pages and change out the actual photo that shows up when you post your funnel. I'll explain all of that as well. We're going to show you how to do some basic stuff, and then we're going to work our way towards the end of the 30-minute, maybe 45 minutes if we go over time period, and we're going to work up to some semi-advanced, actually some shit that I don't even know how to do. Pat's here to help us out, so it's pretty fucking advanced. So we're going to start off basic, right? We're going to start off with some Walmart shoes. We're going to work our way up to Gucci flip-flops, because I just come to sale. It's some Gucci flip-flops. All right, so the best way for me to do this is to show you guys my screen. Let me show you. Let me do this here real quick. Move this to the side. Okay, so you can see the Hardcore Closer blog now, correct? Is that what you see, Pat?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
All right, cool. It shouldn't be loud or clear. It should be quiet and in the background. But anyway, so let's just take, for example, 11 top celebrities who are also badass salespeople. It's a great blog post. And it's a brand new blog post. I've written about some celebrities that are salespeople. So this is a viral content. I'm going to do this real quick while I'm in here because I have OCD. Excuse me for this. Couldn't help it, man. Shit's been driving me crazy all day. I don't know who switched it around. But I don't like that shit. I like the number. If you look at BuzzFeed, that's how they do it. Okay. So we got 11 top celebrities who are badass salespeople. And see, this is how my mind's eye works. I'm paying attention to little shit like this, and I catch it because I know what works and what doesn't. So let's say that I want to share this post on my business page and run traffic to it, okay? So what I'm going to teach is a few different ways to run posts on Facebook and the difference in them. And the best thing for me to do is going to demonstrate that. First thing I'm going to do is let's pretend this isn't my website. And you guys feel free to do this to my website when you share the links and stuff like that. I think you'd be crazy if you didn't. But I'm going to go in here to Sniply now that we're logged in, and I'm going to hit my Sniply button again. I'm going to send them to my books. I'm going to put a book offer on there. If you are not familiar with Sniply, go back to the training we did 2 weeks ago, and it's 100% dedicated to the Sniply training. So let me show you what happens when I take this link and I post it on the Hardcore Closer fan page. So you can see I've got my Sniply link, and the picture, if you look, this picture right here, which is like the paparazzi surrounding the celebrity, is the thing that's auto-populated. Now this is from my WordPress blog, so I've actually chose this picture from, I'll show you where to get pictures and stuff like that later. But this picture is royalty free. I'm in no trouble. I've paid for it and everything else on my website. But let's just be real, it's boring as fuck on Facebook. If you saw this, you're going to be like, it's cool, right? It's just a bunch of people making noise. Instead, if we go in here and we pick out one of these, let's see, rock. Say colors, boom. So this is more fitting. And you see what I've done is I've added, I'm going to take that one off. So now this picture that you can see right here is replaced the original picture. So the post originally looked like this. And look, here's the thing. This has the border right here on the picture. Even though this one shows up funny, I don't know why Facebook does this, but as soon as I post it, it'll have that same frame outline too. You'll see. And so I'm gonna, then after it populates, I get the picture that I want. There's a couple things I can do. First thing is I'm gonna get rid of this link. Second thing is if I wanna change this headline, for example, 11 top celebrities, change it to that, then I can edit that headline. Now this is only you can only do some of this stuff from your business page. I'm going to show you your personal page in a minute too, but this is your community page or your fan page or your business page. This is where you can do this stuff, where you can edit all this. Now I'm going to show you some other things shortly as well. Like I said, we're going to start off easy. We'll slide into it. All right. So the same thing, you can edit this if you want to edit it. So say 11 top celebrities and say I want to go. All right, so now I've changed so this matches the picture, right? So what I'm trying to do, and this is how Facebook works. The first thing that somebody sees is the picture. And then they read what's going on up top, okay? And you can see that this picture, this one right here, this picture of money, 7,000 people have been reached. The first thing that someone looks at when they see this post is the picture of money. Then they read this headline right here, what it's really like once you become a millionaire. Then after that, they read this subtext right here before they train their eyes to go back up and read this part. This part that's highlighted blue is actually the last thing that they read. And oftentimes they'll go ahead and click this link before they even read this part. Yet, most people that are posting on Facebook think the most important part is this part right here, and it's the least important part. The most important part is simply the picture. The second most important part is this headline here. You see this right here? This is a picture that's not that, look, 32,000 people reached, the picture's not that good. I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna see if it'll give us a better thumbnail. Boom. Because I know that it's all about the picture. Same thing, I chose that thumbnail on this for a reason. And same thing, we chose this thumbnail because see, this is what we want them to see first, this picture. They're going to read this because there's actual words as part of the image. Then they're going to read, take the challenge, join the 10-day hustle. And as you can see, we've got people that are already opting in and joining it. You can actually click on these and you can tell how many people, 48 people have actually clicked on it out of 4,000. So the reason why I show you this is right here. So we've edited all this. We know that this picture is the most important part. The headline right here is the second most important part. The subtext follows. So now we've got to I am terrible. Just, hey, forgive me. Now, here's a couple things that I'm doing. Okay, so is it Hollywood 2 hours? Okay, it is. All right, so what I'm doing, first of all, is I'm engaging the audience by asking them a question. I'm hoping that people will chime in the comments, which will get more people to see my stuff, okay? I've got the right picture, the reinforcement subtext, 11 top celebrities. They know Dwayne Johnson's one of them, and which one of these Hollywood ballers is your favorite? So this is a great example of a Facebook post, okay? So this is like the perfect setup. It's a recognizable figure or a theme. It is a classic headline, good reinforcement subtext. So I'm gonna go ahead and publish this. Now see all those steps I just walked you through, see how the outline of the border is like I told you it would be? And all we did was switch out the pictures. Okay, what happens is on my website, I own this royalty free and I bought these pictures right here to where they're like, whatever, they're free or royalty free or whatever. I paid for them, okay? I got the rights to them. And I do not have the rights to this from HBO. However, you can post anything on Facebook and talk to your lawyers if you got questions, right? But you can post anything on Facebook because memes are all over the damn place. And so my gray hat, like gray area is this is only on Facebook. And if someone tries to track me down, it is not on my website anywhere. Okay, so there's like a gray area to where you don't have to have you don't have to have royalty-free photos on Facebook, but if you're sending them to your funnel or to something that's in your name, like your funnel, your website, something like that, I recommend you having the generic or the stock photos and things that you get. Because like here, if you look, we gave everybody from Flickr for the photo credits and stuff like that. So just a heads up there. But see, now this fits in, right? You see this, you're like, oh, it's The Rock on the phone. He looks like a salesperson. 11 top celebrities who are also badass salespeople. The shoe fits, you understand that's perfect. Like, let me give you an example, you guys, of why this ad is so well. And then we'll talk about the hierarchy of posting. This has been one of our better performing ads in the real estate world, right? And you can see our funnel's still up. Please don't bombard us with leads. But you can see we've got 1.7, 1,700 people that have liked it, 150 shares or so, 85 comments, quite a bit of exposure. The reason why is because when you're rolling through this page and you see this picture, this house represents this neighborhood. The most important thing in this equation is this house, and everybody who lives in this neighborhood and who wants to live in this neighborhood knows that that house represents the quintessential house in Mountain's Edge. That's why this is such a great ad, and it's simple, it's to the point. When you're scrolling, it makes sense. I'll show you here. See, the first thing that we're focusing on here over and over again is the picture. See, deals in Mountain's Edge. That house is from straight out of Mountain's Edge right here. Boom. What I've noticed though is this long copy does not convert as well on ads. It just does not. The shorter, the better when it comes to ads. They're doing this. They're scrolling the news feed. They see some headline right here and they decide whether they're going to click or not. It's that simple. And if you look, if I've done my job right, no, this is beforehand. And so got all this information here. This is how I do it. When it comes to the ad, there it is. There's one of my ads. When it comes to the ad, this fits the area. So the first thing they see is this picture, and then they've got the call to action. So it doesn't matter whether you're doing it from the hardcore closer page or whether you know what I mean, whether you're doing it from a fan page, whether you're doing it from a real estate page, the same thing applies across the board. Now let me show you what most people make the mistake of. When they go to share this post, they share it and they don't understand that there's different selections up here. You can share this on one of your pages. So if you have multiple pages in different parts of town or whatever, you can cross share to other pages from here. You can share it inside of an event. You can share it inside of a group. You can share it on a friend's timeline or on your own personal timeline. You can even send this shit in a private message. So for example, I'm going to hit share in a group and I'm going to hit Breakthrough Academy Entourage. And you can see how I shared it from this public page inside of our group back here. Pull it up real quick. And so see, it was actually shared in here. I don't have to copy any links or anything like that. You can do that from your mobile phone. It works the exact same way as well. Now, here's the other thing though. You can take this and like I said, there's different options that you can use up here as well. You can even go back to your older post. Say you made a video a few weeks back that got a lot of views. You can even come back and share it back to your timeline again and write something new about it, and it'll appear as if it's a new post. So Facebook's looking out for you when it comes to recirculating your content and things like that as well. So that's one thing. Now let me talk to you about the hierarchy of posts, okay? And okay, the first thing is, and I'll use this back here in the group, H-E. Hey, y'all don't kill me with this spelling shit, man. I hear some of you grammar Nazis right now. Look, Pat's over there nodding his head too, like we know it, right? So here's the thing, we're gonna do hierarchy of Facebook posts, that would be plural. The first thing is, and actually this has changed since we did the last BFA. Right now, Facebook, the most that it likes is live videos. Okay, if you go live right now, your people will get notifications, the news feed blows up, it gets people engaged, Facebook loves live videos. Number two is pre-recorded videos. Okay, videos still run shit on Facebook. It is the best way to get exposure is video. They love video, okay? The next thing after that is Facebook likes photos. I prefer, damn it, what the hell's going on here? That's what I get for looking at typing. Don't nod your head at me, Mr. Grabs. I prefer to share my photos from Instagram. If I go over to Instagram here, I'll pull this up real quick. Oh, come on. All right, sorry for the silence there. If I go over to Instagram, what I do is I upload the picture to Instagram first and then just hit the share button to Facebook. It's that simple right there inside of Instagram. And you can share things from Instagram. This would be a completely different training, but you can share things from Instagram right over to your Facebook. Most of you probably know how to do that anyway. But if you look on my Hardcore Closer page at the photos, each and every single one of these is just simply shared from Instagram. It makes it super easy. And it saves me from having to do double the work. And Facebook, it's like a little hack. You'll get more likes posting it from Instagram to Facebook than you will posting it directly to Facebook. So just a little hack that's worked well for me, especially on my fan page. So you got photos. After that, you have long text. Oh, I'm sorry. After they just changed this, I'm sorry. You have short text. Facebook is really trying to compete with Twitter right now. And so if you've noticed lately, if someone posts, maybe we can see here in the group, if someone just posts a couple of words, then it's generally pretty big. Let's see if we can pull up my timeline here and find a good example real quick. Pat, why don't you just drop us a post on your wall there that's like, hey, what's up, everybody, so that we can see. Actually, I think you have one on your page that was the big words anyway. See, if you tie it in with a picture or a link, it changes things. But if you just make a short, like, there you go. See how this is big wording right here? And you can see like he just left a couple, maybe 10, 15 words max, something Twitter size, and it made the text bigger. Then you can see the text is obviously right here. So that's something new that Facebook's toying out. And anytime Facebook is messing with new stuff, you want to use it because they're trying to promote it. So short text is the next thing. Long text is the next thing. So it used to be flip-flop, but a long text, an example of long text would be this. Okay, so this is quite a few. It's like multiple paragraphs, and the longer the longer the worse, right? Right now they're promoting short stuff to keep people's ADD in check. So the longer posts you write, the more they don't like it. It used to be different. It used to be the longer post you write, the more Facebook liked it. But right now they're making a push in a different direction. And so this is what it is. It's so weird. Come back over here and watching me talk to myself while I'm talking on this. Is like essentially weird shit. After that, you have links, links to websites. If you'll notice, when you post on links to website news and stuff like that, you don't get a lot of engagement. And part of that is that you don't see a lot of likes and comments. And part of that, now we have a metric system I'll show you in a minute. But part of that is because people are actually clicking the link, and so they don't come back and like it. They click the link, they go somewhere else, whatever the case may be. But Facebook does not like links. Facebook hates. Let's put some things on here that Facebook hates. Links to YouTube. It hates the words comments. Likes. Snapchat. It doesn't like the @ symbol. And what is the other one? Share. So it does not, if you write a post and you put these words in it, comment, like, Snapchat, share, those are already going to like Facebook spam post filters, because it's like if you say like this post for whatever, like this post or 10 kids die from leukemia or some shit, like remember when all those things were going around, Facebook got rid of it, like it looks and flags those words. Doesn't like links to YouTube's, it doesn't like those words right there, it doesn't like game requests. That will fucking kill your edge rank in a heartbeat. Like if you're playing games, like I play Tetris when I'm bored, I sit around, I play a game of Tetris, whatever, take my mind off work, but I'm not sharing that shit to Facebook because it's gonna kill my edge rank. Plus, I'm not trying to annoy all my friends, invite y'all to play Tetris. I'm trying to play Tetris alone, motherfuckers. I don't want y'all to play with me. But at the same time, Facebook hates game requests. So don't do, these are do's in the order they need to be done. And right here, these are like, don't do these. They hate that shit. Especially if you are in a big well-known company, it probably doesn't like the links to your website. Like if you links to Liberty Mutual, links like to Bank of America, those kind of things, links to a Remax site, it's already been flagged with too many people posting that stuff, so Facebook's on high alert with it. I'll go ahead and post this back here in the group. So let's talk about the differences in what I mean here by video. So this is a live video. We actually recorded this morning and then streamed it live. Check this out. We figured out how to do this. I'll get old Alex to come on here and teach us one day. But look, he recorded this in the garage, put all the graphics and everything on here, and then we streamed it live. So really, with this, we have the best of both worlds because we took a pre-recorded video, streamed it live, and you can boost the traffic on this. If you look over here on this live video, go over here and pull it up real quick. On the latest live video, you can boost any of these as if they're in an ad like anything else. Let's go over here. Here's the latest one. So I can come over here and boost this just like anything else. If I want to run an ad to it, I can't because it said fucking it like 100 times. But boom, I can still run traffic to it. And if you already have a live video, look at this, 33,000 people reached. If I already have a live video that's reaching that kind of people, if I wouldn't have said, fuck, I could really promote this and get some cheap clicks. Because look, running ads to, here, I'll show you real quick, a little behind the scenes. Running ads to the right content that's already getting picked up, that's already taken off, will get you a long ways as far as like the cost for doing things. You can see my cost per engagement right here, 3 cents, 8 cents, 14 cents, because I'm picking the right funnels. That's how, I mean, the right posts. That's how I know that this picture combination and stuff works, because I'm testing this all the time. Plus on your business page, you can go over here to the Insights tab, and it'll basically tell you what you should and shouldn't be posting. You can see that I reached almost 1 million people in the last the last 7 days. You can see right here, I've spent $9 out of this. I've reached 1,800 people out of 500 bucks I've spent. I've reached 26,000 people with this one. But you can just come down here and look at your post, and you can see which ones work, right? This is a live video. I told you live video is the #1 thing that Facebook liked. Did I not? Look, the shit's fucking 100% organic. It's the best thing that's gone out there. So the hierarchy of posts I just shared with you, that's some real shit. Right here, here's a picture, 17,000 shared from Instagram. Here's a picture uploaded directly from Facebook of a chick, mind you, of a very good looking chick, mind you, and it's only got 4,000 versus this uploaded from Instagram, a picture of a dude to a page that mainly targets dudes. I'm just telling you, that's why the Instagram share is so much more powerful than, again, look, Instagram, regular upload. So I like all the hierarchy and stuff. It's not speculation. These are things that we see back here as we're running ads. But one thing that I do know, and I will show you, is it's all about that picture targeting. And I'll explain to you. Let's go down here and look a little bit further. Look, you can see 8,000 versus, look, something from Instagram, 7,000. Again, Macy, I'm on a page full of guys, mostly dudes that go to hardcorecloser.com. It is what it is. We put a good looking woman in it, 8,000 people see it. When I promise you the dudes want to see that more than this, but Facebook's showing them this. So it's just something to be, something to consider, right? So you can see all of our numbers that we're tracking back here on a regular basis. We do the same thing for all the other pages that we run ads to as well. And we try not to show you all of our pages that we're running ads from, just because, like, that's our business. You know what I mean? And when the time's right, we'll reveal it. So a lot of times we show you the mountain's edge and stuff, because here's what happens. There's 30 people watching this right now. There'll be 200 people watch this before it's over with. And a year from now, there'll be 5,000 people that have watched this. And we don't want 5,000 more of you opting in and calling our robots and us driving you crazy and everything else. Like, Stu's over here trying to sell me a house. What the hell's going on here? So here's where we get all this information from, okay? And you've got the do's and the don'ts. Now, what I want to show you is oftentimes you go to, let's say, let me hop over here to lead pages, and we shall take the Las Colinas Living, okay? We can go over here, and this is one of my funnels that we've created over the years. Right, this is one of my lead pages. Everybody back here is probably using lead pages. If you're not, that's okay. For those of you, I told you we were going to ease into the advancement. This is that part. So I'm going to go over here to my burner page. This is just my like practicing page. Nobody uses it. Don't have any likes. 8 likes. It's probably you guys. So when I post this lead page link over here, you see this is the picture that shows up. I can switch that picture out manually here, but if somebody shares that and I don't want that picture to show up, but if someone shares that link, then this is the default picture that's going to show up every single time. So I don't like that. And right here, I can go ahead and edit all that stuff out just like I showed you before. But what Pat's going to do is he's going to walk us through where we can put a better picture right here. So let's do this. Let's go over to this is much more recognizable in Las Colinas. If you're from Texas, you're, oh, hell yeah, that's it. All right, Pat, unmute yourself and show me when I pull up this page. So I'm going to go over here to my Las Colinas lead page. Okay, everything's already made, funnel's already good, but the specific picture that I want to show up is, where do I add this at?
All right, so what we're going to do is add a snip of code. Now, I know people hate code around here. We do too, but this is very simple. We're actually going to drop this in the link to this video as well, so you guys will have it.
Awesome.
Very simple piece of code. I'm going to actually send it to Ryan right now. All right.
Awesome.
And you're going to go ahead and go where it says lead page options.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me pull up your shit real quick. So lead page options would be right here.
And click on tracking codes.
Okay. Tracking codes. That's where you put your pixel. For those of you that have been doing this for a while.
Yeah, and it's also like, so basically lead pages or ClickFunnels or anything, all we're doing is building pre-made websites really, really fast. So this is like certain times you would need to put a code in it. This being one of them. So you've got the code now, go ahead and drop it in there. And you'll see that this is the picture right here. And you see from that HTTPS down to where it says JPEG, that's what we want to replace. So just highlight it and go grab that link.
And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right here. Copy image address. I'm going to hop back over to lead pages. Whoops. What the hell's that? There it is. And I'm going to replace that with this, correct?
Boom. You got it. And then you save. And then the next thing you want to do, there's a next step to this process, Ryan, which you already know about it. But you want to go to Google. And you want to go to the Google and you want to type in Facebook debugger.
Yes, I was going to show them that. Yes, absolutely. So here's one other thing, though, guys. And gals, under this tracking codes is where you put this code that we're going to share with you. But check this out. Also under lead page options over here, this SEO tags, this is where you can change this part that shows up right here, this headline underneath. That's where you can change that in lead pages. So let me fucking turn that off. All right. So if I want to change this from Las Colinas Living, okay, so if I want to change it to this, and then here's the link that goes under, or the description that goes under. So where it says Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is not the only baller salesperson. This is where you can put that in lead pages, so you don't have to keep doing it over and over and over again, right? Because it can be 100% exhausting. So right here. You can put keywords, things like that, separated by a comma. If you're good, you can use this for SEO. So we're going to go here to save. It's already published. Whoops. And that's going to give us the link. Now, the next thing that you got to do, and I've already included the link to this as well, but you have to go over to here to something called Facebook Debugger. Okay, it's developers.facebook.com/tools/debug, but don't worry, we're going to drop the link in there. And so what happens is we can paste this lead pages in there and we hit debug and it pulls up the old house and it says the last time it was scraped was November 15th, 2016. And it says the hottest deals in Las Colinas real estate. So it did pick up my SEO stuff quick, but all we've got to do is go scrape again and boom. There's the Las Colinas thing. But we look at this and you're like, oh, those fucking horses, they don't look that good. So we need a bigger picture. Okay, there's a better picture of it. Copy image. Copy image address. We're going to go back over here. See, this is why you test this stuff before you do this. We go back over here to lead page options under tracking codes. And where it says HTTP all the way to JPEG, I'm just going to replace that. Save it. And again, this is why you go to the debugger, because when your people share this, you want it to show up right. So now we're going to scrape it again. Wait for it. There we go. Because the rate, it was rate limited. What the hell? It's the first time it's ever happened to me.
I think you might have got the wrong address on the image over there.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let me go back.
Yeah, I saw some numbers and everything on there, which it didn't. It has to end with like .jpg, and see how it has a bunch of numbers there.
Wait for it. Copy image address. Perfect. Boom. Go back over here again. Oh yeah, you're sure right. Something ain't right, huh?
No.
I didn't do it either.
Why don't you just delete it from until it says JPEG on there? You see back on the link? Oh,
It ends in 582. That's weird.
Yeah, but delete that off of the back of it there. See where it says JPG? Just right there. Take that JPG.
Oh yeah, where there's no auto format or whatever. Gotcha.
Yeah. And that question mark can go to, you know. There you go.
All right. See, this is the technical stuff, ladies and gentlemen. And we got to get rid of that S because this shit don't pick up with the S. We can test this. Make sure. Perfect. All right. It will sync it up itself. That's what was causing the conflict. Got it. You smart, Pat. So smart. That's why we got you on here, big dog.
Buy you houses.
So now we've got this. We've got it saved. We go back over to our debugger. We hit scrape again. I probably need to there we go. See, now we've got the picture. It's the right size, the hottest deals. So when people share our shit on Facebook, that's what it's going to look like. So let's do this. Where to go? Take my URL to lead pages. And let me go back into the Entourage group. And look, you can even drop this in the comments and it'll generate the right picture and headline. Boom, see the little thumbnail? Or you can drop this up here in a brand new post. So every time somebody shares it, it says what you want it to say. It says it has the call to action that you want on there. It has the picture you want. And that's all done by, you know, going back and doing exactly what we just showed you, switching it out with some simple code. Pat's going to post the code a lot. We upload these videos into Break Free Academy Digital. And so you have, as long as you're a member of Entourage, you're a paying member, you'll have access to Break Free Academy Digital. And so the code and all that stuff will be in Break Free Academy Digital under the Night School tab under this class, number 3. So, but so that's the hierarchy of posts and how to make the perfect post on Facebook. Let me show you one more thing before we get out of here tonight, and I'll show you the power of exactly what I'm talking about, like how powerful it can be. So we go through here and let me find, there it is. This would be the ultimate perfect Facebook post. Okay, well, first of all, there's a lot of people sharing this. And that's not what I'm trying to do here. That would just take forever. Okay, so they shared it. Let me see who liked it. We'll find somebody. I'm trying to show you that post. There we go. So let's look at this, why this is perfect. Everybody knows that Rahm Emanuel's brother, I mean, Ari Gold here, is the ultimate Hollywood salesperson, right? Like his whole role in Entourage was he was a selling machine, no fucks given salesperson. And anybody who's been an Entourage fan, which I understand a lot of people that hang out on my page are Entourage fans, knows that this is the episode where he came in and he just started blasting people with a paintball gun, no fucks given, and they were fired. which is hilarious. And every sales manager's dream would be able to fucking walk in the office and do that to some of their people. So this is a very fitting picture. The first thing they see is Ari Gold arm with a paint gun, and they're like, oh, hell yeah, that episode is fucking crazy. And if not, the folks that have, which obviously there's been lots, we'll get to that here in a second. If not, it looks underneath it, it says 7 reasons why salespeople have the best job on the planet. Now, if you're in sales, wouldn't that draw you in? Right? Even if you're having a bad day, it's like, man, this fucking job sucks. 7 reasons why it's the best job on the planet. It might change it around for you. Okay, and underneath that, find out why a career in sales is the best job on the planet. Look, that's going to cause some controversy. You'll see in the comments, a bunch of people calling us dirtbag salespeople and everything else. That's just part of it, right? They're just jealous because they work in HR and have to cut big ass checks to us. It's part of their issue, right? But right here, last thing is I full-heartedly believe sales is the greatest job on the planet. Nothing there. I'm not expecting people to actually read this right here. I'm expecting them to see this, read this, and then decide whether they're going to click or not. And if you look, I've had 200,000 organic impressions and 336 paid. So I'm getting, 60-40 it looks like about on everything. And if you look at this, I've got 34,570 clicks to my website. We've driven that many clicks. And what happens is when they go on this website, the whole funnel, just so you see it, is they read these. These are really fucking awesome. And what is that? My book funnel. That's how we get you. Oh, shit. I need to fix that, Pat. No wonder. Oh, shit. Hang on. Let me get this real quick, guys. Oh, no. Twist the goddamn knife. Y'all get to see the back end of my little WordPress for a second here. Golly, man. I'm glad that we caught that, though. Thank you, guys, for helping your homie out tonight. For those of you that use WordPress, that's what we use. We like it pretty good, especially when the shit works like you want it to. For those of you that don't know what WordPress is, do not trip out. We do not teach this on a regular basis to the top.com. This is why you need to check your damn funnels as well. Okay. So then what I'm going to do is I've got this. So now I've updated it. A couple things that I have to do. I need to test this and make sure that it goes now to my funnel like I want it to. That was the whole key. Yes, it does now. Was to get them here to this funnel so that we can get them, get a book in their hands so we can help them out. But you see, I've got comments here. These are leads, ladies and gentlemen. People that fill out these forms right here, these are leads, ladies and gentlemen. And you can see because I picked the right picture and the right combination. Look, we've got 211 comments, 4,200 likes, 500,000 people that have seen it, 1,000 shares. Like, this is an engaging piece of content because of that 1-2 killer combination. And I saw that it was starting to get exposure. And so I just went ahead and hit the boost button. And you can see, like, yes, I have boosted it to 336,000 people for about $200, I believe, is what we spent originally. Let's take a look and see what the stats are, just so that there's full transparency. I upped it today, but my budget was $1,000 for 13 days. It's not very much money if you think about it. And less than $100 a day, right? $74 a day or some shit like that. It's not very much. And so it's pumping out. But I know that for every, couple of people that see it in advertisement, then somebody will share it over here on this end. Actually, for every 6 people that see this ad, 4 will share it. And that's how we're getting the organic. And I can actually go through here. This is something that Roxanne should do. And just like connect with all these people. Hey, thanks for sharing my stuff. I can go through there. These are all leads, man. We are so damn busy with leads. We don't even have time to keep up with this shit. Same thing over here. If you look on the left-hand side, look, this thing's been shared 15,000 times. This is a post from, that's one thing about this is it doesn't have any dates, but oh, there it is. This is a post from this time last year, 1/10/2016. So it's been out here rolling for a minute. And that's how the whole Facebook posting, the hierarchy, and everything else works. So here's the thing. Here's what you want to do. Now, let me turn this off. Let the ADD scrolling around is probably driving y'all crazy. Here's what you want to do, okay? When you're making your post, you want to think about what's engaging for your audience. It's not about you. You have to be intentional on Facebook or any social media site for that matter. You have to think, what would your audience want to see? What would they want to engage in? And you got to catch them with the Ari Gold and then sell them on the hardcore closer on the back end. That's what you do, right? You got to distract them with Ari Gold and then introduce them to the hardcore closer on the back end and then even offer them a free book. Now, I'm not saying that's it for you, but you have to distract them. You got to show them the house in the neighborhood they want and then sell them the real estate agent, right? You got to show them the house in the neighborhood they want, then sell them the mortgage. You see, so you have to make sure that you're positioned correctly there. So if you're not getting a lot of traction off Facebook, go check out the video in Breakthrough Academy Digital called Whip Effect, and the Syndicate video. Just go in there and search Whip Effect or search Syndicate in the Breakthrough Academy Digital program, and you can watch the trainings back there on how to do all that stuff, and it'll make a huge difference for you in how you're doing things. And then make sure you follow the hierarchy of posts. If you're about to, you know, put a picture up direct that's of your kid or whatever, it may or may not work. Just, you know what I mean? Just be aware, especially on your business page, since you have the statistics and you can look at all the numbers and everything. And oh, I didn't even show you guys this one more thing I want to show you real quick. You can also see now how many people have looked at your posts. You see right here, this is on my personal profile. They'll let me know that 600 people saw that one. Here's another one I shared. They let me know that 3,000 people saw that one. Here's another one I shared, 1,000 people. So that's a new feature as well. So you can tell, here's a link, 1,000 people, okay? Here's a shared story. Look, 2.9 thousand. Now, granted, this is Donald Trump. That's a big thing on Facebook right now. But again, I'm gaming the system by using this. Okay, and I know most salespeople are Trump fans anyway. It's just how it is. Again, this is a link. Look, less than 1,000 people. I'll keep showing you here. Another link. This was seen by 10,000 people. But look, it's a link with questions, okay? And it's engaging material. Look at this. Here's a little bit longer of text. It was seen by 16,000 people. Now, granted, that's fucking hilarious. We mailed that kid a bag of dicks. It's pretty damn funny. But you can see the hierarchy working on my personal page, and you can too now. See, links are getting about 1,000. Long text and everything else are getting about, or this is a medium-sized text, are getting 16,000. So the hierarchy applies. You need to be watching your numbers. This is, we no longer have the freedom, you know, as marketers and as people that are on Facebook to make money and prospect and everything else. We no longer have the freedom to ignore the numbers, the stats, the results. The shit is right in front of you. It's yours for the taking. Just got to go out there and get it. So, hey, thanks you guys for hanging out with us. That's the end of this night school. Hey, Pat, thanks for your insight. Make sure you leave the code when you upload this video in there. Make sure you leave the code and all that. Maybe even post in the thread where we post this video back there. And you guys have a great night. Thanks for hanging out. See you in 2 weeks on the next night school.